What's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm on break now from
Long week.
work.
Oh, at work. You're off break for Christmas.
Look at us. We're
That's a,
live.
that's a long break. That's awesome. I haven't talked to you in forever. What's been up?
Just running a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You look excited about that.
Running and working.
Ugh.
But not anymore, because now I'm off work.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Well, I love the bangs.
Thank you. I love them too. They're a little rough because I earlier.
You did.
But huh?
What'd you say? They're a
They're
little.
a little they're a little rough because I ran earlier.
Oh, well, they're cute. Hold on. I gotta turn them do not disturb on my phone.
Me too.
Like, come on, people.
That's when people want something.
I know, always. All right, there. Okay,
What have
better.
you been up to?
Oh, gosh. Jordan has been here this week, and I took today off and tomorrow off, so that's been fun.
Yay! He's here. He's there now.
Yeah, he's here now, but I came upstairs because I don't want to be like, I feel awkward, like
Of course.
talking. Yeah, but
You ain't gotta tell me. Okay, do I sound good? Is what are these called? AirPods? Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
didn't buy
sound
these.
good. I forgot to bring mine up here. Do I sound okay still?
Mhm.
Or should I go get them?
I don't know. I don't know, what the difference is, but you sound fine to me.
Okay. All right. All right. So, just informally chatting about stuff we've watched lately.
Okay.
Do you want, and we can follow that outline that I sent you, or really, we can do whatever. Just pretend we're on the phone, I guess.
Okay.
So do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me get the synopsis up on my iPad. I wonder if you can edit these lives after you do them to like cut out the
I don't know.
like part.
Apparently, this feature is in beta right now, so
Oh, okay. Cool.
it's cool that we both have access because
Oh,
apparently not everyone has that function yet.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, look at us. Look at us.
Mhm.
Probably got status because I'm your friend.
YouTube doesn't know that.
Well, they know I follow you. All right.
Yeah.
So I am going to start out with this movie called Troll. It is on Netflix. Okay, so here's the synopsis. Deep inside the mountain of Norway, something gigantic awakens after being trapped for 1,000 years, destroying everything in its path. The creature is fast approaching the capital of Norway, with city dwellers struggling to stop something they thought existed only in Norwegian folklore. And it stars a bunch of people I've never heard of. Let's see their names. Anne-Marie Wellman, Mads Peterson, Kim Falk Jorgensen, and Billy Campbell, the main ones. Have you ever heard of any of them?
No.
Okay. IMDb has it as 5.8, and it's streaming on Netflix. I watched it a couple days ago. So, a couple of things that are interesting about this movie. You know how we sort of think of like our folklore is dragons or monsters. Well, their whole folklore thing is a troll. And I mean, we don't really have that in America that much, like we had those troll dolls when we were kids, or at least I did. But have you ever heard of we don't have any scary troll movies really? Can you think of any?
No.
Yeah.
No, we definitely don't come up being told stories about the evil troll.
Yeah, yeah. So that was interesting. Also, it's set in Norway, so it is dubs. It's not in English. And it was really kind of funny because it's talking about like it talks about how the Christians came in and destroyed the trolls, which is like kind of taboo, where we live at least. So hold on, I wrote down some of the things that they say. So they said that there was no trolls because of the Christianation of Norway. That's what the Papa said. And he was like, the humans were just so great and came in and Christianized um the uh the trolls and or the I guess not the trolls. They got rid of the trolls. And then there's this one part where the troll like attacks someone and they're all in this room and they're all hiding, but they do find this one guy and they're like, oh, he smelled the Christian blood. So it was like really hating on the Christians there. Um but in the end, the troll is actually not so bad because he is at this amusement park, he's destroying everything, and there's a helicopter that he grabs in the middle of the air and I guess he kills those people. But it's about to fall on this little girl in the theme park and he like moves the little no, he grabs it before it can fall on her. So apparently he wasn't all that bad.
So is this
Um
like a Norwegian Godzilla or something?
Yes, exactly. It's like King Kong. Norway
Okay.
and Godzilla are King Kong. Exactly. Um, the special effects aren't as good as King Kong though. But the troll actually even looks almost like King Kong. It's
Oh.
yeah, yeah. They're really. I don't know if we copied them or they copied us, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Billy Goat Gruff. Do you remember that fairy tale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the troll
So,
under the bridge, right?
yeah, exactly. So let's see. Those are just kind of the thoughts I had about it. I definitely wouldn't watch it again. And I barely watched it the first time, to be honest. Like I had it on in the background, I was listening, but not really. I definitely was playing on my phone, not really just 100% involved.
Sacrilege. Well, what year did this movie come out?
It just came out like a couple
Wow.
weeks ago.
Was it serious or was it like a funny movie?
No, it's serious. And on
Interesting.
Netflix, and like, yeah, Netflix made it, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
Troll.
Very, very unique. I don't know. Has anyone ever watched that movie besides me? I don't know. But score out of 10. I guess since I was able to leave it on in the background, I'll give it a like I said, I wouldn't watch again, but maybe I'll give it a 5. So yeah, that's Troll.
Nice.
Yeah. That's not that review doesn't make you want to turn it on, does it?
No, but I wanna see what the troll looked like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna look up the troll.
Yeah, that's huge. All right, so tell me one of the things you watched lately.
Okay. Well, you may have seen it yourself.
Okay.
Falling for Christmas?
I haven't watched it yet, but it's definitely on my list.
Okay.
Lindsay Lohan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
have spoilers, okay.
I'm so excited to hear.
Okay. It's about this heiress, this rich heiress played by Lindsay Lohan, and her name is Sierra, which she doesn't seem like a Sierra at all, but okay. Um, and she visits a small ski resort town to, like, see her dad. Her weird boyfriend is there. She's super rich.
Uh,
And, anyway, we'll just say that everything changes after she gets into an accident on the slopes. It's a
oh.
hard movie to describe, you just, have to watch it.
Okay, because you don't want to know too much going in.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
like, I don't it's not really a story that can be told in 1 or 2 sentences either,
Okay.
but IMDb gave it a 5.2 out of 10.
Okay.
It seems like this 5 I'm pretty new to actually looking at IMDb's ratings and reviews, but it looks like, they just kinda linger a lot of these movies linger in that 5,
Okay.
region,
Yeah.
which I mean, that doesn't bother me, it just means, like, you have to come to your own conclusion.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it kinda always, like, makes me think, "Well, if it's an 8, it must be kinda good. Most people must be liking it." Like, the new Avatar is, like, 8.4 or something right now.
That's wild.
Yeah. So
Okay, Falling for Christmas is starring Lindsay Lohan and Cord Overstreet, which I guess he was on Glee or something?
oh, okay. Is he the
I
love
don't know.
interest?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming it's a love interest because it says falling for
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a Christmas rom-com,
Okay,
so
okay,
it comes with a degree of predictability.
okay,
And it's a Netflix original,
okay.
so it's streaming on Netflix, and I haven't seen too many Christmas rom-coms yet, but I'm kinda glad I started with this one, um, because I think, like, Lifetime does it better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was very cheesy, kinda goofy, but I did genuinely laugh sometimes.
Okay.
Um, Sometimes it kind of felt like a '90s family film, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
like it just had this degree of, like, goofiness about it, and the soundtrack made it seem really like a '90s family flick, but
Kinda like a Full House vibe?
yeah,
Like wholesome?
yeah, and
Okay,
just, like, silly, like, immature.
okay.
Um, but I it's really just about Lindsay, and
Really?
it's worth it for her. It's
Okay.
great to see her on the screen and just see her acting, and it's just fun to watch her.
How was her acting?
I don't know. I don't know if she's a good actor.
Okay.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
fair. She was in Parent Trap and Mean Girls, and what else was she in? Nothing really that I've seen.
Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, Georgia Rule, I Know Who Killed Me. I haven't seen any of those though.
Me either.
Oh, and she was in Life Size with Tyra Banks.
Okay. Didn't see that one either.
Ah, you see that. Okay, I think when she was, like, a little kid, she was a good actor,
Okay.
but, like, as a grown-up, I just feel like I don't know, she's just always being herself. I
Oh,
can't tell if she's acting or if she's being herself, you know what I mean?
okay. So she
But
was
anyway,
exactly in this movie.
yeah, we love her, we love her.
Yeah, I love her.
So, I would probably watch it again, like, in the background while I'm doing
Okay.
something else.
Alright.
It was not it was not bothersome,
Got
and
it.
I would give it a 6 out of 10. It would be a 5, but Lindsay brought it up to a 6,
I like it. Good reasoning.
and that is Falling for Christmas
Okay.
2022.
Cool. That one I do wanna watch that movie though, because of Lindsay. That's the only
Yeah.
you've been watching a lot of good Christmas movies lately, huh? Or good, strong word.
Yeah, it depends on who you ask. Yeah, I went on a little Christmas rom-com bender.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's see. The next one I'm gonna talk about is actually a TV show, and it's called Irreverent, and it is on Peacock. And let's see, I'll tell you what they say about it. All right. So it says a criminal from Chicago is forced to hide in a small Australian reef town, posing as the new church reverend. Basically, this guy is in some sort of crime ring, and someone ends up dying that shouldn't have died. He's fleeing, and he comes upon this priest. He meets him on the airplane. Of course, the guy's like super annoying. He's trying to get the hell out of town with a bunch of money in his uh, duffel bag, and I don't know, but hijinks ensue. Somehow the priest ends up with the money and he ends up with nothing. So he goes to this town where the priest was supposed to be going to start a new job. It's in Australia, and he pretends to be the reverend, even though, he's like a shady type of character. So The only reason I watched this show was, like, so I could talk about it. Honestly, I had no interest in it. I didn't think it sounded interesting at all. But I thought it's really funny. It's like a comedy mixed in with, like, a little bit of action, and there's lots of good one-liners in it, and, I mean, the characters are likable, even though he's, like, in a crime ring, he's likable. By the way, I didn't tell you who stars in it. Let's see. Well, I can't find it right now, but it's a super easy watch. Oh, Colin Donnell and Kylie Farmer are the two main characters. A super easy watch. Um, it just came out 2022. IMD rates it a 6.5, and it,
Okay.
yeah, and it's on Peacock, and all the episodes are out right now, so you don't have to worry about waiting. 10 episodes, and they are, I think, about an hour each, so give or take.
Dang.
So, would I watch it again? I mean, TV shows, I don't know. It's kind of like, would you? Uh, Typically, I don't really watch TV shows again unless it's just something I really love. So, I wouldn't watch this again, probably, but definitely would recommend it. Definitely worth a watch. And if I had to give it a score, I'd probably say 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So that's, like Peacock doesn't really have that many shows on yet because it's new, but it was
Mhm.
good. I was impressed.
Nice.
All
Alright.
right.
Well, I'll
What do you
go.
got?
I've got all movies, no shows.
Well, that's fun.
Okay. I wanna talk about Barbarian
Oh,
from
yeah.
2022.
So good.
Okay, you saw it?
Yes.
Okay, we won't spoil anything here.
Okay.
Um, but here's my synopsis. It's basically if you've seen the trailer for this movie, that's pretty much the synopsis. A girl arrives at her Airbnb to find that there's already a guy there because it got double booked.
Yes.
Um, and then she
The
finds
guy
out.
there. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say the guy there played the clown on It.
We love him. Everyone loves him.
Yes, yes.
And basically she finds out there's a lot more to fear than just Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, IMDb rates it 7.1 out of 10, and it is starring Bill Skarsgård, Georgina Campbell, and Justin Long.
Ah, yes.
And this is kind of special because one of my first horror movies ever was Jeepers Creepers at Your House,
Yes,
starring Justin Long,
yes.
and now he's back in horror. And apparently everyone was really excited about that. But this is on HBO Max. I don't know if I think it was in theaters when it
Yeah,
came out, but
I
as
think
far
so.
as I know, it's still on HBO Max. Um, and I loved it. I thought it was very effectively, uh, original and effectively scary and just really fun. It's a movie that should be protected because the
Yes.
less you know about it, the better. So we are very fortunate. I think this is gonna be a classic, but we're very fortunate that we got to see it at the time it came out, and we got to go in with a very pure experience without knowing anything ahead of time.
Right. And I had
Oh,
heard that before I watched it. I had seen, some people talking about, and they just said, "I don't wanna tell you anything, you just need to go into it, the less you know, the better." And I think that
yeah,
that was right.
yeah. Would I watch it again? I would say yes, but it's not the same,
Yeah,
it's that first time that's the
yeah,
special time.
yeah,
Um, but I guess I'd give it, like, an 8. I don't really have anything bad to say about it except that it may not be the most rewatchable movie. It's
yeah,
almost like a one-time experience.
okay, yeah. And so this isn't a spoiler, but how about Justin Long's character? They really made him unlikable.
They did that to us on purpose.
They did, they
They
did.
did that to break all of our hearts.
And it was relatively relevant to what's going on today or what's been going on for years, but yeah.
Yeah, and I did have a little piece in my notes about it gives a the film has a slight commentary on, like, the way that women have perceive men, that we all, like, our instant reaction is, like, they're basically an enemy until they prove themselves not an enemy, but it was also, the guy that you thought was the bad guy maybe wasn't, and the guy you thought was the good guy maybe wasn't, and, just showing how women kind of have to navigate this world of men and with complete distrust. I
Yes.
feel like there's a little bit of that in there, which was interesting.
Yeah. And I thought, but what about when she goes inside, she meets the guy, and then she sort of like the next day they sort of make it seem like she has a crush on him. Did you get that vibe? Because
Yeah.
she's like staring at his driver's license, right? And I mean, did we like that was maybe a little unfair. I felt like that was a little bit like stereotype kind of thing. Like, oh, you just end up at this house, meet this rando, and he's like, have some wine, and then you're in love with him.
Right, as soon as he mentions a band that you like,
Yeah.
then you get a crush.
Oh
Yeah.
man, took me back to my high school days. You know,
Trust
the
trust
guy
is
that I liked that just because he liked the same band that I did. I'll tell you the name after.
I'm thinking of all the wrong guys.
uh, let's just say he loved Taking Back Sunday.
Sometimes that's all you need.
I mean, when I was in high school, I was pretty emo, so it was. Um, all right, so the next show I'm going to talk about is called Three Pines. It is on Prime Video. It is, here's the synopsis on IMDb. It says, following Chief Inspector Armand as he investigates cases beneath the idyllic surface of the Quebec village Three Pines, finding long buried secrets and facing a few ghosts of his own. And it stars Alfred Molina and Rossif Sutherland and Elle Tailfeathers. So, yeah.
That's a nice last name.
Interesting name, yeah. So it is on. Did I already say it's on Prime Video? Overall thoughts. Well, first of all, only 6 episodes are out right now. It's going to eventually have 10 episodes, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it because I don't think I will be continuing it.
Oh.
Yeah. So the what I didn't know going into it is that every 2 episodes is a new case, which I didn't realize. So the first episode I was really interested and I thought it was going to continue because there's this they're in this small town in Quebec, which is also very interesting. Since we are in the US, it's interesting how they live in Canada. But so they're in this small town. There's this lady who dies in this very strange way. They initially don't think that it's a murder, but come to believe that it is. And so they are trying to. Sorry, it's a weird noise came on in here. They're trying to figure out who it is. And there's all these suspects because the lady was horrible and everyone hated her. So I'm expecting them to, really build the suspense, the characters, the plot
Mhm.
line, and then I get to the second episode and it's over. Like that case is solved. And I mean, yeah, it has a twist, a bit of a twist, but I don't know. Then the next episode is something else. And so I just was getting bored on the third episode. So I don't think I'm going to keep watching it. At first, initially, when I watched the first 2 episodes, I thought that I was gonna get on here and say, "You should watch it. It's very interesting, good, good characters." I will say that the chief, investigator is a very compassionate guy, which is interesting because I don't feel like a lot of, investigators are really portrayed as super compassionate these days.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
he is, coming at you with lines like, "Well, sometimes all you need is to find the good thing in a bad person," or like all the the light in the darkness and all these
Mm,
kinds of things. But he's a very likable character. He has two other people that are helping him, two other investigators that are helping him that are playing a lesser role, and then they have this girl who is from the city who really wants to become an investigator, and she sort of helps. And typically, they're mean to those type of people on TV shows that you see, but they're super nice to this girl, just because that captain is just really nice. Anyway, what else do I have to say about it? Oh, there's also an overall overarching storyline about these indigenous people that go missing, and the police are really not investigating it. And I think that's definitely a real life commentary. It
mm,
shows a lot of protest with people, and it shows, the indigenous people, their heartache, and how the police are not as involved, and they sort of chuck it away to runaways. And so I definitely think that's a social commentary and something that happens, which is interesting. That plot line did not get resolved. I'm assuming that that's going to go throughout the whole show. So that was interesting. Let's see. Um, would I watch it again? Obviously no, because I'm not gonna make it through the first thing. Score out of 10. I don't know. I'll give it a 2 since Armand is likable. Yeah.
2? Oh
Yeah.
my.
Yeah.
So is, like, 1 the best or is 10 the best?
10 is the best.
Dang.
maybe I
Okay, good.
maybe I'll give it a 3. The first 2 episodes are good.
That's weird. That's a weird way to set it up. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm confused sometimes, like, why they would make a show that each story is the length of a movie. Like, why aren't you just making a movie?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I guess shows are easier and quicker to make? I don't know.
Yeah, and movies aren't as popular as TV shows anymore, I don't feel like.
Really?
I don't think so.
I think you're
I mean,
right.
think about all the movies made lately are just like remakes or about a superhero
You're
or
right. Oh my
sequels.
gosh. I think
Yeah.
you're changing my world right now. Because all I think about is movies.
Yeah. I mean, I love to go to the movies because especially on Tuesdays they have like $5 tickets at this really nice theater in Vestavia, and so I like to go there. But half the time there's like nothing there to watch.
Mm, oh, jeez.
Yeah. So
Okay, so I decided I was gonna talk about bodies, 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 but I decided I'm going since this is just me and you talking, I'm gonna talk about my favorite movie I've watched recently.
okay.
It is a killer doll movie,
Oh.
and it's called Baby Oopsie, and it came
Okay.
out in 2021, and this is all coming out of my head because I didn't take these notes down, but it's a really fun killer doll movie, and
Okay. Does
it's
it have
just
Chucky vibes?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's fun. That is fun.
Chucky vibes. So it's about it's indirect sequel to this movie called Demonic Toys that came out in 1992.
Okay.
Um, so one of those toys in the movie was named Baby Oopsie.
Okay.
So this is 30 years later. They have
Alright.
a sequel
So
starring
is
Baby
it
Oopsie.
is it more Chucky vibes or more Annabelle vibes? Uh-oh, I think you froze. Oh,
Am
okay.
I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Chucky or Annabelle?
Chucky vibes.
Okay. So
Baby Oopsie. Huh?
more humorous, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of a horror comedy.
Okay, I
Um,
love horror comedies.
it's about this lady named Sybil who is like a YouTuber who specializes in dolls. So she's
Oh,
all about dolls and restoring them and showcasing them and stuff. And somebody sends her the like burned up parts of baby Oopsie. So
okay.
she restores baby Oopsie and then she comes to life. It is starring a comedian named Libby Higgins as Sybil, and then another internet personality named Justina Armistead, both of whom I was already familiar with. So when I saw they were in this movie, I was like, oh my
Okay.
gosh. IMDb gave it, I think I looked at it real quick. I think IMDb gave it like 5.3, which
Okay.
is pretty good considering this is one of those intentionally bad movies.
Okay. Makes sense.
My overall thoughts is I've watched it 8 times.
Oh, wow. Okay, you really like it.
Yes, I love it. It is cozy, it's just like a comfort movie, and
Okay.
it's
Does
so
it
fun.
does it come on streaming right now? Is it on
Yes,
streaming?
it's on Tubi and YouTube.
Okay.
Um, it was put out by Full Moon Features. It's a company that makes bad horror movies. So it's on Full Moon's YouTube channel, and it's also on Tubi.
And
Or
free.
y yeah,
Okay.
or you can come to my house and watch it for free. I have
Yes.
it on DVD.
Yeah. Oh, you have it on DVD. Nice.
Yeah. So I would watch it again,
Yeah.
and I don't know, I'll just give it a 10 out of 10.
Okay. I like it.
It's unconditional love at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. I love a good horror comedy. Have you ever seen did you like Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Have you
okay.
ever seen Ready or Not?
Mm-mm.
It's a really good horror comedy too.
I'm so, like, iffy about horror comedies because I don't want them to be too overtly funny.
Really?
I want them to be funny because 'cause they're, like, cheesy,
Yeah.
or funny because 'cause they're bad, not funny
Yeah.
'cause, they've got
They're
jokes.
they're trying, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to wrap it up, do you want to talk? What are your favorite Christmas movies? Christmas is coming up. So, what are you going to watch?
Yeah,
What do you watch year after year?
The Santa Claus.
Yes, I was
That's
going
my
to say
favorite.
that. Yes, yes.
We also really like Black Christmas 1974 and Black Christmas 2006.
Okay.
Um, Home Alone 1 and 2,
Yes.
Rudolph, mm, and sometimes Frosty, sometimes Santa Claus is coming to town,
Okay. What about
sometimes Elf.
Prancer? Did you ever
What?
see Prancer?
No.
Okay.
What
It's
is it?
it's a really sweet movie. It's about this reindeer. It's about a reindeer. So this girl finds this reindeer that's sick, and she's telling her dad and everyone that it's a reindeer on Santa that needs to pull Santa's sleigh, and everyone's yelling at her and telling her she's dumb. And ultimately, she's right, and they all believe at the end. So
Aw.
yeah, it's really
Is
sweet.
it like a live action movie?
No, no, it's pretty old. Probably, when I was a kid, I watched it.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, yeah. I have the
Oh.
DVD. I don't know if it's on streaming. It's called Prancer. But then I was also going to say Home Alone 1 and 2.
Oh,
The
heck
best.
yeah.
The best.
Never gets old.
Yeah, and the Santa Claus. Yeah, I think that's about it for me. Those are my favorites. We have a lot of the same favorites.
We must have had similar childhoods in
Yeah.
terms of Christmas viewing.
Yeah. And is there anything that you're looking forward to watching that you haven't watched yet?
Yes, and I brought some examples
Okay, let's hear it.
because I have a stack of movies I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
I've never seen Predator.
Oh my gosh. My dad, that's one of his favorite movies, and he always tells me the story that the day I was born, the night I was born, he came home and that movie was on was on TV. Predator was
You're
on
doing it.
TV. And so he always thinks of me when that movie is on TV.
Aw,
Yeah,
what year did this come out?
in 1988. Just kidding. I don't know. When did it come out?
It doesn't say. It says 1998. I guess that's when this DVD was made. I
Huh,
don't know.
that's weird. Maybe my dad is misremembering.
No, it's gotta be an '80s movie. Look
Yeah,
at him.
it looks like an 80s movie.
'87.
87. Okay, there you go. So that would make sense.
Yeah. Never seen it, and it actually comes up a lot. I It comes up a lot. People
Okay.
talk about it a lot in my podcast and stuff, so I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Um, Hostel Part 2,
Ah,
I've never seen it, but it has one of my favorite actors in it. She
okay.
made a little cameo, so I wanna see her in action.
And who was that?
Her name is Edwige Fenech. She
Oh,
was in a lot of the Italian movies from the '70s that I like,
alright, cool.
and Eli Roth is a fan of those movies as well, so he convinced her to come be in his movie.
Ah, interesting.
Okay, I've got 2 more.
Okay.
I hope I'm not running too long.
No, no.
This is one that was sent to me. This is, like, more of the weird stuff that I
Okay.
watch. She Killed in Ecstasy.
That's definitely unique.
I and I don't like to read what they're about, I just like to watch them.
Okay, that's fair.
And someone also sent to me the Angel Collection.
Alright.
So, Angel is an '84 or '83 movie. It's
Okay.
some sort of action, like, she's a schoolgirl by day, prostitute by night or something.
Hmm,
I don't
interesting.
know, but we'll find out.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, that's awesome.
What about you? What are you gonna watch soon?
So, I've been watching this show, and I'm gonna keep watching it. It had all the episodes haven't come out yet. It's called Welcome to Chippendales, and it's on
Oh,
Hulu.
okay, yeah, I see that when I open my Hulu.
Yes, I had no idea that the Chippendale story is so sordid.
Oh,
The
man.
Yes, it's very sordid. It was, like, shocking, and I, like there was after the at the the end of the first episode, there's this, like, very shocking thing that happens that I was not expecting, and I wanted to, like, look it up, but then I started to look it up and see, like, other crazy things, and so I just stopped reading about it because I want it to be, you know,
Mm,
a shock. So,
dang.
definitely gonna watch that. Um, Also, there's this documentary coming on HBO called Call Me Miss Cleo. Do you remember Miss Cleo?
Heck yeah. These are Miss Cleo's tarot cards right here.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So that actually I think is coming out tomorrow on HBO.
I
Documentary
would
about the
watch
rise.
that.
Yeah, it's about the rise and fall of Miss Cleo, and it's just really gonna take me back to late night infomercials.
They made this for us,
I know they did, yeah.
for our
I mean,
nostalgia, our
those
age
are, like,
group.
the most common, commercials after midnight. "Call me Miss Cleo."
I remember. Well, I might watch that too.
Yeah, yeah, then we can talk about it next time. Also want to watch Ticket to Paradise because George Clooney and Sandra Bullock are in it. Wait, is it George
Oh,
Cloo no, George Clooney and Julia Roberts.
okay. As
So
long as it's still George Clooney.
yes, yes, George Clooney. You've gotta watch a George Clooney movie, I feel like. That's on Peacock now. I haven't gotten a chance
Nice.
to watch it. I'm sure it's like a cheesy rom-com, but I'm looking forward to watching that. So, maybe we can do this again next week or a couple of weeks from now. Well, next week's Christmas. So maybe a couple of weeks from now we can talk about some of the things we watched since then, and I guess no one got on this one. Um, we might could try it on TikTok. Do you wanna try it on TikTok?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because I have gone live on TikTok and have, like, people come in there before. Instagram, not really that much, and I don't
YouTube,
know,
it
I'm gonna
seems
what'd you say?
to be YouTube, it seems like since it's still in beta, like, how are people gonna get notified
Right,
that someone they follow is live, you know?
right, and I don't know, I wonder if we're gonna be able to post this as a video. 'Cause that would be
I
cool.
hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will sign us off and then check out whether or not we can post it as a video, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me.
Yes, that was fun. Bye.
Bye. Leave stream.